welcome to today's video, and as you've seen by the title and thumbnail, we're starting an out-of-ground railway sleeper pond with a viewing panel at the front. Right, so I'll show you around the design and the shape of the pond, and I'll show you that now. So this is the basic shape of the pond. It's going to come to here. The viewing panel is going to come across here, across the front. It's going to be 3 sleepers high and 1 on each side, like flat. So it's going to be about 3.5 foot high, and then we're getting 1 foot down into the grounds. So I'm going to get digging now, and I'll show you the time lapse of me digging 1 foot deep.
Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Make sure you go subscribe, like, turn notifications on, follow us on our Instagram, link in the description.
So as you've seen from that time lapse, I've started digging. I'm not done yet, but I'll show you what I've done so far. So it's hard to see on camera, but I've dug quite a bit. It's about a foot down there. Just need to get all the loose part off. So I'm going to go to that line that I've made and come all the way to the sleepers here. Then I'm going to leave this part high, so we can have a little shelf for loads of plants, so where the koi can breed and everything. But as you can see, it's snowing. Out here digging in the snow, but we've had a lot of snow recently, and I am enjoying it, to be fair. So we just need to dig this part out, dig that little corner part out, and then clear it all out for all the bits that are left. And if you're wondering, we are going to have koi and maybe a dwarf sturgeon in this pond. But yeah, it will look good when it's done, getting the viewing panel at the front there. But it shouldn't take too long, and yeah, let me carry on digging and we'll carry on playing the time lapse. Right, so as you can see behind me, I've dug where we need to dig. So it's about a foot down here, up to there, and then we've got keeping that pot high of plants and lily pads and stuff. So I'm going to lay a few of these sleepers out now, get them all level, and just get the bottom sleepers all around, all level. So I'll show you that now. Back sleeper, this back wall level. I'm going to try and get this one the same height as it there, but if it just swaps to the morning, it's because I've had enough and I've gone inside, and I'm going to carry on tomorrow. Right, so this one over here is in line. We're just using that as a mark, but we're going to get this double one back in a minute. We're going to secure it more because this has been in there for about a year or two now, so it needs higher, it needs to be secured a lot more. But we've dug down a bit here, synced it perfect level, so we're going to get them in a min and flatten them out. A socket, like a socket wrench thing to fit on here, because I thought it was a screw, but it wasn't. Oh, Let's get this in. There we go. And that is a nice snug fit. And that is not moving anywhere. Right, so this screw was sticking, I don't want it, so I'm off doing it by hand because the drill's not strong enough. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to attempt to do one more, but if it gets still like this, I'm going to call it a day. So yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow now. Right, so it's the next day. It's early in the morning. It is very cold. It's like -3 degrees. I'm out going to finish making this sturdy, so this is going to be completely sturdy. And get it in. I'm going to bury it in, and then I'm going to sink the other sleeper that I was showing him in. But I brought him back up for today. So I've got a bigger drill, and I've definitely got a bigger drill bit. So this will help me with them massive 9-inch screws, and we've got rebar that's going through these as well. So this will be able to screw straight through the rebar and a bit into the ground. So this will become very useful. So I'll show you what I'm going to do today. Right, so I'll put a bit of a So now I just need to screw in that big hole. Screw in the screw to the hole. Right, so I just spent about 20 minutes trying to find this one attachment here, but I've got it. So now I can screw in the screws with the big drill. So now I can drill in the screw. Okay, so now I've lost the drill bit inside of the wood. And that is not good. Right, so now this piece of wood is completely sturdy. 2 brackets there, bracket there, screw going down there, screw going down there, and a screw going down there. And then there's also a bracket on that side, and another bracket on that side. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the sleeper in there, make sure it's level with that, and then I'm going to drill a few screws into that one, because that one's not got much sturdiness on it. And then I'm getting backfill in from there and fill it in from the front. It's going to be a bit like spacious, so I want it a nice tight fit. And then I need to sink these 2 pieces of wood down so they're the same level as this. So I'll show you that now. Right, so put this in, just going to make sure it's level. So it's just off level, so I'm going to get the hammer and make sure everywhere's fine and just tap it down. This is like a high sit up here. We put this up here when we dug out the trench, so we can fill it all back in afterwards with like rock. build this a bit more. I'm going to do a bit more after I've dug the trench for this, and after I've put some more screws in this to make it stronger. So I'm going to put some more screws in this now, and I'll show you it. Right, so I put one big screw in here, so that screw is coming down this wood and probably stopping about halfway through that one. Same here, coming down from there, getting about halfway through. This is already bracketed on the other side, and it's got wood, mud on the other side, so there's no way the pond's going to break free there. So I'm going to have to dig a trench here and get it level with this side. Finally! Right, so it's been about an hour since I last spoke to you. I've done quite a bit. I'll show you around. My phone died, so I had to go put it in charge, but I carried on. I haven't done too much. I just secured the wall that I showed you me putting in and made sure it's proper sturdy, so I'll show you what I did. So I've got my rebar going down there, which I showed you. I put another screw in there and another screw underneath this wood. This wood is here because I'm currently sawing it for there, so it can fit there. So this is going to go there, this side of it. And then this one, I put the rebar in and I put a screw in over there, and it was still proper wobbly. So I put another screw in over there, and I put two in here, and now it's rock solid. So that's about it really. I've basically just made them ridiculously sturdy, and I've been cutting this for a while. I just flipped it so I can do it on this angle because it was getting hard. So we'll just go from here. I'll show you me cutting this wood. Finally, that was a lot of effort. Now looks good to me. So, a little gap there, but I'll push that back a bit actually, yeah, so it looks a bit more smooth. Looks good there. Right, so I've put it in place. There's a little mark there, but you won't be able to tell that when the line is on. We're having an underlay. I think it's called underlay, under the liner anyway, so all these like brackets and stuff, that's getting removed. Don't worry about that. All these brackets and stuff won't harm the liner at all. Then this fits down all flush. Comes out a little bit, but I can fix that. And yeah, looks good to me. So what I'm going to do, put some screws in it, put some rebar in it, but I've got to go out now, so I'll probably do that part later. So I'll see you later. Right, so I've been on the pond for about 20 minutes now, just doing a few more bits and bobs, and I'll show you what I've done. So you saw me cut this piece earlier. I cut that to size, put some rebar down the middle, and I'm putting in 2 screws here now. What I had a problem though, I've rounded off the other bits for the drill. So I've got a new bit and I'm going to screw these in now. Right, so I've just drilled them 2 in and it is sturdy. I just had to find a proper drill bit. for it because I couldn't find the right drill bit. But this left side is now done till the line is in. So that is good. All I need to do now is to dig in this right side, and I'm going to do that now, so I'll show you that. Right, so I just tried to shovel that dirt, and as you probably saw, it is rock solid from the ice still, because it was like -5 degrees last night. So that will be it for this part, for part 1, but there will definitely be part 2, and in part 2 we'll do a lot more. We'll do the liner, we'll do basically everything apart from the filtration, the gravel, and then the fish obviously in the water. But yeah, that is it for part 1, because I can't do anything else till the weather warms up. So next week the weather's like 10 degrees, so it should be a lot better. But yeah, it's been quite a good part. We've dug a foot down everywhere. We've like made this all solid, rock solid, won't move anywhere. But yeah, all's left to do is this left wall, fit the glass, which is probably going to be a big job. That might be in next part, might be in the one after, I'm not 100% sure. But this left wall will definitely be in next part, and the liner will definitely be in the next part. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.